Fairfield Central High School welcomes you to our 2020 graduation ceremony. The dignity of the occasion requires that the audience show respect for each graduate. We ask that you refrain from making any distracting noises. Thank you for making this a momentous event for our graduates. Please stand for the processional and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance led by Crashayla Boyd, Senior Class Vice President, and the National Anthem played by Timothy Johnson, Fairfield Central alum and current student at Kentucky State University.
Please join me in reciting. Please join me in reciting our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may now be seated. Please bow your heads with me in prayer for the class of 2020. Dear Lord, may this graduation day be a celebration of your life within us. May we give you all the learning, the skills, and the hard work of these years. We pour out our gifts into your hands. May we hold this memory in our heart as we continue on our journey. Father, may we live a life that reveals your hope and be guided in everything we do by your everlasting truth. Amen. Good morning, distinguished board members, district office personnel, our beloved principal, faculty, staff, community members, parents, families, and friends. Welcome to the commencement ceremonies for the Fairfield Central High School class of 2020. To class of 2020, today is the first day of the rest of our lives. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. We, the class of 2020, will continue to leave our footprints throughout the world because we believe in the beauty of our dreams. Our class is very special. We have been trailblazers in each and every aspect of our school. Among us are talented athletes, musicians, scholars, artists, actors, and more. We are skilled in business, agriculture, world languages, technology, and many other areas. So as we close this chapter of our lives, always remember that this is our story, and although we cannot rewrite the beginning, we can always determine the ending. Class of 2020, go! Keep striving, keep pushing, and keep writing your own story because we are destined to soar to greatness. At this time, I would like to introduce special guests. As I call your name, will you please stand and be recognized? We ask you to hold your applause until all names are called. Members of the Board of School Trustees for Fairfield County School District, Mr. William Frick, Chair, Reverend Carl Jackson, Vice Chair, Ms. Sylvia Harrison, Secretary, Mr. Darrell Davis, Ms. Paula Hartman, Mr. Henry Miller, and Mr. Joe Sewells. Fairfield County School District Administration, Dr. J.R. Green, Superintendent, and our newly named 2021 State Superintendent of the Year. Wow. The Fairfield Central High School administrators, Dr. Tracy Swilly, Principal, Ms. Shanti Waters, Mr. Martin Sims, and Mr. Stephon McMillan, Assistant Principals. Ms. Krishanda Kennedy Baker, Dean of Students. Ms. April Finley, Director of Guidance. Other special guests are our own Ms. Shonda Jefferson, 2020 State Teacher of the Year. Dr. Cleve Paulette, Director of Fairfield Career and Technology Center. Dr. Teresa Kraft Holmes, School Counselor, Lead Teacher, Fairfield Career and Technology Center. Our Senior Class President, Ms. Trinell Boyd. Our Senior Class Vice President, Ms. Krishayla Boyd. Salutatorian, Ms. Brenda Kennedy. Valedictorian, Mr. Sheldon Johnson. And I am Nathaniel Adams, Student Body Vice President. Again, welcome.
Good morning, faculty, staff, family, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2020. I am extremely honored to stand before you today as your class salutatorian. 4 years ago, as a freshman, I imagined how graduation would be, but I never imagined it to be like this. As I look out into the crowd, knowing only 2 of my family members are here saddens me, but I am grateful and blessed that we are all able to be here today and walk across this stage. Despite everything that is going on, today is still our day. We can finally say we made it. We faced challenges that attempted to ruin us, laughed until we cried, became professional procrastinators, overslept, underslept, and then stayed up all night just to do it all over again. Regardless of the obstacles we have faced and the lessons we have learned on this journey, you made it here today. Our hard work and stress have led us to this pivotal moment. Along our journey, not only did we make some amazing friends, but we made some inspirational teachers too. I can honestly say that my support system while in high school was amazing. I surrounded myself with positive people who inspired, motivated, and challenged me. Even though we may have argued at least every day of the week, I love you all, and I'm truly blessed to have you in my life. As time has gone by, we've been evolved into the people we are today with our own unique personalities, likes, dislikes, strengths, and growth. It's time now to move on to bigger plans and lessons. Wherever your journey leads after today, remember, it starts today. Right here, right now. Yes, we will experience some hardships, and yes, we are all going to feel like giving up, but keep in mind that lessons are learned in those moments and even in failure. Every step is essential on our journey to greatness. Do not let anyone or anything discourage you from your own journey. You may have to have some pit stops and setbacks, but this journey is a learning experience. When it gets hard, you get tough, and know that the more difficult the lesson, the more powerful. Tell me, when have you ever heard of a class to complete their senior year through Zoom, Google Hangouts, and packages from their teacher? You haven't, have you? Well, we did, and we did it well. That's why all of us sitting here today should be extremely proud of ourselves. Lastly, I would like to express gratitude for all of my high school blessings and lessons, the late nights, the crazy stress, sometimes over assignments. It has taught me to remain humble, trust the process of achieving my goals. Oprah Winfrey once said, the biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams. So today, it's not simply our graduation, it is another step closer to achieving everything we ever dreamed. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2020 for completing this step on our journey.
Our former Fairfield Central Teacher of the Year and former Fairfield County Teacher of the Year and the 2020 State Teacher of the Year, Ms. Shonda Jefferson, will come forward at this time with the inspirational message for the class of 2020.
To the amazing class of 2020, we are all here today to celebrate with you because you've reached one of the most important moments in your life. And I want to start off by saying congratulations. In 2016, we started our time here at Fairfield Central High School together. And as a first-year teacher in the school, I didn't know what to expect. But it only took 2 weeks for me to begin to brag to all of my friends from previous schools that my freshman students were the most intelligent students that I have ever taught in my entire career. I bragged about you all to my friends and my families and my mother, and I bragged like I was a proud mother, like you all were all my kids, and that was just amazing. Not only are you a class that is smart, but you're fun, creative, respectful, kind, competitive, and courageous. I've seen you hold each other up during tough times, cheer each other up during sad times, and celebrate each other's success. I know that the end of this year did not go as planned for many of you or for many of us. And when school closed back in March, the number one group of students that we thought about as teachers and principals, we thought about our Griffin graduates, because you guys would miss out on many activities. And some would even say that those activities were taken from you. But a wise teacher once taught me that when the Lord takes something away, he makes room to bless you with something much greater in the future. So class of 2020, get ready. All of you have gone through adversities, hard times, and you have graduated amid a global pandemic. But y'all know what don't kill you makes you stronger. All of these events have proven your resilience and will prepare you to make your mark in this world. Experts say that you all are the great Generation Z. And as a whole, you are profiled as the digital natives who are born to swipe, masters of social media, multitaskers, financially focused, entrepreneurial, and one thing that I admire about you all is you are not afraid to be vocal. You speak out about things that matter. But along with the characteristics that experts use to describe you all, I want you all to know, as your president said, that you all are destined for greatness. And as you prepare to travel this road to greatness, I want to share a few tips for your journey. Number one, before you leave, you must have a vision. And I'm sure you all heard, write the vision, make it plain. Webster defines vision as the ability to think about a plan or plan for the future with imagination or wisdom. So I want you all to think about it right now. What is your vision? What is your plan for your future? And make sure that you write it down. When I graduated from high school, and that was 15 years ago, I created a paper, I folded it, and I drew out, I illustrated my vision, and I placed it in a place that I could see it. And it was just amazing to see today and in the past few weeks how all those things have come to fruition. And notice that I said, put it in a place where you can see it, because everybody might not be able to understand your vision. And it's not for you to show everybody, but make sure it's in a place for you to see it. And number two, I want you always to remember to wear courage. just like when you get into that car and you put on a seatbelt, or you get in a plane and you put on that belt before you take off. Wear courage. Don't be afraid to try something that's out of your comfort zone. You will appreciate the growth that is created from that particular experience. Number 3, and this one's very important, be true to yourself. And I know that y'all have noticed this on social media, that people like to display their perfect lives. That can cause so much pressure. That can cause you to try to follow these trends and try to follow these experiences. But don't give in to that pressure, and do not pressure anyone else. Nobody is perfect, and nobody has that perfect life. But one thing I want you guys to remember, always be you and live your truth with no filters. Number 4, affirm yourself. And when I think about this, I think about the movie The Help. Viola Davis would talk to the little girl, and she said, "You are kind, you are smart, and you are important." So write down affirmations that will empower you when you have to make it through these tough situations. And when those tough situations happen, look at yourself in the mirror and repeat them to yourself. I am bold, I am brave, I am brilliant, I am confident, I am enough. And if you're not a person that likes affirmations, find something that will motivate you. And the last thing is determination. When I was in high school as a gift, there was this elderly woman that gave me a poem to remind me not to give up on the road to greatness. And she asked me, "My only thing for you is to pay it forward by sharing it with others to inspire them." So as I close, I would like to share this poem with you all that she shared with me. And it is entitled, "Don't Quit." When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile but you have to sigh, when your care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but do not quit. Life is strange with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns, and many a failure turnabout. When he might have won, he stuck it out. Don't give up, though the pace is slow. You may succeed with another blow. Often the goal is nearer. It seems to a faint and a faltered man. Often the struggler has given up when he might not have captured the victor's cup. And he learned too late when the night slipped down how close he was to that golden crown. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint of the clouds of doubt. And you never can tell how close you are. It may be near and when it seems so far. So stick to the fight when your heart is hit. It's when things seem worse that you must not quit. I love you all, class of 2020, and thank you all and congratulations.
Good morning. I am truly honored to stand in front of you today as the Fairfield Central High School's Class of 2020 Student Body President and Valedictorian. This is something that I have truly worked for, and now to finally be honored with this title feels like a dream come true. I would first like to thank God, my family and friends, and the faculty and staff for educating and molding me into the man that stands before you today. To the Class of 2020. This is the first time in months that some of us have seen each other. Now, usually when you don't see someone for a long time, you end up asking the question, how are you? So to my fellow classmates, how are you? How are you physically? How are you mentally, spiritually, and especially socially? These three little words have never held so much weight until now. To ask those around you this one simple question can mean more to them than you could ever know. Maybe you feel like your senior year has taken a detour. Maybe you feel that you didn't get to experience the prom of your dreams or graduate in a traditional setting or seeing one more talent show of Miss Triney singing and dancing. I completely understand. Asking the questions, why us, why now, out of all the classes before and after that have and will walk across this stage, why? I understand that you may feel powerless or helpless, but I truly believe everything happens for a reason. So instead of repeating the question, why us, ask, why not us? You see, I've had the opportunity to talk to, learn from, or hear about every graduate that sits before me today. Whether personal battles fought or God-given talents, I can say without a doubt that the class of 2020 is more than capable of handling the various hardships and challenges life will throw at us. We were born the year of 9/11 and will graduate during a pandemic. Crazy, right? But a friend once told me that if your path is more difficult, it is because your calling is higher. So though our path may seem to be filled with struggle, remember that struggle only prepares us for success. Remember that no matter the problem, there's always a solution nearby, that we are brushes of God's design on the verge of creating masterpieces. Plato once said, "We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light." Remember, nothing can stop your growth until you decide to run from the light. Remember that any form of darkness is just a shadow being created by light. Remember, shadows follow behind us for a purpose. Remember, you have a purpose. Remember, our manifestations are only correlations with our future tense destinations. You see, this speech isn't to give you fabricated hope or tell you that everything will be okay, because I can't promise what tomorrow holds. But I can promise to each and every one of you graduates and to our audiences here and at home that you will persevere. You will persevere. Nothing can ever be thrown at you that you can't handle, that God has not already given you the capability to overcome. Give us challenges and we will show you bravery. Give us conflicts and we will give you resolutions. Give us diplomas and we will give back to you futures impossible to fathom. We are the future medical personnel, app developers, teachers, engineers, Broadway stars, and so much more. So when asking why me, class of 2020, realize that our dreams extend beyond prom night because we knew we were kings and queens before we stepped into this world. That our aspirations are far greater than a traditional graduation because there's nothing traditional about us. We were crafted uniquely and we will graduate the same. Don't let anyone or anything tell you otherwise. In conclusion, I would like to leave you with an excerpt from a poem written by Rudy Francisco that I pray you will embody. When the world crumbles around you, you have to look at the wreckage and then build a new one out of the pieces that are still here. Remember, you are still here. The human heart beats approximately 4,000 times per hour. And with each pulse, and with each throb, and with each palpitation is a trophy engraved with the words, "You are still alive." You are still alive. Act like it. So be thankful and be grateful. Thank you.
Good morning. We would like to congratulate the class of 2020 on their academic achievements. Although we are unable to announce the individual amounts, we are proud to announce that the class of 2020 during a pandemic has obtained $7,232,043 in scholarships and financial assistance. In addition, 21 members of this class have already received college degrees, and over 35% are leaving with college credits. 109 students have been accepted to 2 or 4-year colleges and universities, and several have completed certifications at Fairfield Career and Technology Center. 3 members of the class have enlisted into the United States Army National Guard. Today, we affirm that these Griffins are college and career ready. Congratulations on a job well done.
Good morning, family, friends, teachers, and the class of 2020. First and foremost, I would like to thank God for allowing me to be able to stand in front of you this morning. Now, I ask for a moment of silence for our classmates, Michael Buford and Christopher Simmons Jr., who weren't able to experience this moment with us. Thank you. It has been a pleasure to serve as Fairfield Central High School's 2019-2020 senior class president. As I began my senior year, I was filled with joy because we had finally made it to the end of our first major journey. Being able to see each class as they ventured their way through their senior year and to know that we were finally there was a great feeling. Although it saddened me to think about our departure, as we have been together since middle school and some since elementary school. The class of 2020 is not just another senior class, we are a family. No matter if someone needed a shoulder to cry on, words of encouragement, or just a friend to talk to, we were always there for each other. I know that every single one of us has willpower that you will not find anywhere else. No matter how many obstacles have been thrown our way, we never gave up. We pushed each other to keep going when we wanted to stop. That's how determined we are to succeed. The memories that we share will forever be with me. The laughs, the tears, and the rewards. Every pet rally, Beta Club convention, honor roll bowling trip, and talent show. The best part about memories is the fun you have while making them. Memories like all the seniors running down the stairs at the Blackout Pet Rally in front of the whole school. I don't know about y'all, but I felt famous. Or forming Soul Train lines in the cafeteria during homecoming week and dancing with Miss Willie. Or hearing Miss Shiny say, "Hey girlfriend," every time you enter the library. Or repping our school at the Beta Club convention with chants like, "My favorite," the F, the C, the H, the S, the black, the gold, you know, the rest. Even though our senior year did not go as we expected and was cut short, don't be discouraged and hold our past memories close to your heart and never let them go. Michelle Obama once said, "Don't be afraid, be focused, be determined, be hopeful, be empowered." I encourage every class of 2020 graduate to chase your dreams, no matter how difficult or far away they may seem. Never be afraid of failing because in order to succeed, you have to fail at some point, and that's okay. I want you all to know that it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to not know your next move. You cannot imagine the number of people who have failed, but in the end, they succeeded because they rose back up. Be focused on your goals because dreams without goals are just that, dreams. As I would say, shift your mind to tunnel vision so you know what you're working towards and block out the distractions. Be determined with everything that you do. Know your purpose and stand firm on what you want to achieve, no matter the negative things that will try to knock you down. Be hopeful that everything you are working for now will be yours in the future. Never give up. Lastly, be empowered by knowing that you control what happens in your future. So encourage yourself to reach high and never look back because the future is bright for all of us. As I wrap up my speech, I just want to say congratulations. We have worked hard for this moment, so let's be joyous and celebrate our accomplishment. We took on the challenge of finishing our classes online and joining Zoom calls every other day for this exact moment. We knew what had to be done, and we did it. As we say goodbye and close this chapter of our lives, we open a new chapter of adulthood, college, and the workforce. No matter which road we take, we are all destined for greatness. I love you all and wish nothing but the best for every one of you. Known as the class of quarantine, Fairfield Central High School class of 2020 is officially out.
Graduation from high school is a milestone in the life of students and his or her family. The dignity of the occasion can best be observed by refraining from applauding from any one student. Your congratulations can best be shown for the entire group after the last graduate has been awarded his or her diploma. To Dr. J.R. Green and the Board of Trustees, on behalf of Fairfield County School District and as proud principal of Fairfield Central High School, I do certify that each graduate has met their standards the state of South Carolina requires, as well as Fairfield County School District requirements for graduation, and they are ready to receive their diplomas this day.
To the resilient class of 2020. I use that phrase to describe this class very often because it represents toughness, the ability to overcome adverse situations, and you have overcome adversity this year. I can say over my quarter of a century in education, I don't think I've seen a senior year such as this. But the good thing for you is that this is only a trial run of what you will experience for the rest of your lives. Adversity is sure to come. Those of you who are headed to college, you may study all night long and not do well on a test that you had prepared for. Some of you may prepare all night long for a job that you don't get. You might love someone who doesn't love you back. But the reality is that we have to bounce, we have to get up and keep moving. So young people, graduates, you came, you saw, and you conquered. So Ms. Dr. Swilly, based on the power vested in me by the state of South Carolina and the Fairfield County School District Board of Trustees, I approve you to release the diplomas for the resilient class of 2020.
Diploma awarded posthumously, Michael Rodriguez H. Buford. Diploma awarded posthumously, Christopher DeAndre Simmons, Jr. Sheldon Perry Johnson. Brenda Bakia Kennedy. Nathaniel Barton Adams, Jr. Trinell Monique Boyd. Krishayla Nicole Boyd. Alicia Mariah Chappelle. Daniel Otis Childers. Janaya Martise Deandra Coleman. Ashley Takaya Krim. Zakira Deandra Davis. Aya Oteria Douglas. Brianna Nakia Edmonds. Mary Caitlin Harsey. Amira Vashika Latisse Lucas. Emmanuel Dean March, Jr. Ashanti Najee Sharice Myers. Kayla Letitia Pickett. Kara Nashe Rice. Hannah Colleen Rutland. Tierra Michaela Thomas. Cherise Michaela Ella Trapp. Lizette Vajegas Salas. Kiera Deneen Wright. Swazir Tristan Jatel Belton. Dejiana Lakeese Coleman. Malik Raheem Coleman. Abigail Nicole Ingram. Casey Devanya Hopkins. Nia Denise Lemon. Silvani Nastasia Johnson. Devani Karan Patel. Sai Saran Satish Kumar. Keontae Tyshawn Broom. Jalen Geneva Irby. Harrison Carter Kennedy. Kenneth Jamar Miller. Naja Sharnay Morgan. James Alexander Murphy. Jared Miles Murphy. Sean Christopher Nettles. Kavana Ronell Rice. Kayla Maria Robinson. Sammy Cornelius Robinson Jr. Jamalte Ahmad Sampson. Jasmine Singletary. Asia Tiandra Williams. Faith Bacola Abel. Partiana Martina Latasha Adams. Edwin Aguilera Martinez. Marcus Rodriguez Alston Jr. Davon Webster Anderson. Naja Montrell Bagley. Joseph Clark Barefoot. Malik Elias Beaver. Shakira Elise Bell. Dedrick Isaiah Belton Jr. Demaje Kwalik Belton. Marquavius Deshawn Antonio Belton. Ziana Simone Belton. Tyler Mason Blake. Kayla Alexandria Bland. Alyssa Mackenzie Boyd. Justice Keyshawn Boyd. Kendriana LaPortia Jeanette Boyd. Shadeja Joanne Boyd. Cadell Bernard Broom. Cameron Antonia Brown. Curtis Devlon Rydell Brown Jr. Donald Bernard Brown III. Tyon Demetrius Bird. Twanisha Santeria Canty. Marquita Deandra Carter. Charlie Kaysen III. Ryan Tyler Cunningham. Amos Deshaun Davis. Jalexia Mashia Davis. John Melvin Davis. Keenan Tremaine Davis. Ray Charles Davis Jr. Sherwin Valdney Tremaine Davis Jr. Cody Brian Derrick. Kendrick Peyton Douglas. Brandon Anthony English. Kemison Michelle Etheridge. Atiana Micaiah Evans. Richard Patrick Farrell. Timothy Eugene Foster Jr. Tiana Demia Foster. Shanavia Portice Unique Gaston. Martha Janaya Gibson. India Sade Goins. Kanika Tiana Goins. Aaliyah Francestia Good. Christian Carlene Gray. Danya Alicia Gurujwada. Cravate Cottrell Hall. Trenton Kane Hall. Shaquan O'Brien Harris. Shaheem Derwin Heath. Shaquita LaCrystal Henderson. Jontavius Jeremiah Henry. Jaqueldra Deshae Henry. Abriana Lachelle Gabrielle Hill. Malik Savion Holmes. William Clarence Howard. Ashanti Ari Jackson. Jarvis Desmond Jackson. Damian Dante Johnson. Devin Anthony Johnson. Lazarus Carnique Johnson. Jasmine Tyresha Killian. Raya Jayon Kelly. Taviana Danielle Kimura Kincaid. Talakia Mondasia Denise Kincaid. Dylan Patrick Kurtz. Layla Lachey Langley. Catherine Jennifer Martinez. Sade Michelle Mathis. Brianna Victoria K. Matthews. Yasmin Simone McConnell. Brianna Nicole McGugan. Jacob Seth McManus. Jayla Lynn Mickle. DeAndre Alize Milton. Talon Brent Mazel Jr. Kelvin Rondell Mobley Jr. Gabriel Khalifa Mosley. Winter Rashida Marie Mawakil. Javonda Latrice Miles Kennedy. Shondarius Lamonte Owens. Melanie Nicole Painter. Omar Trayshawn Pauling. Shantae Faith Polk. Centel Giovanni Quattlebaum.
Letitia Shantae Rainey. James David Reed. Mackenzie Amia Rice. Jarkil Chevet Riker. Alexis Jane Robertson. Zaquan Marquise Robertson. Aja Robinson. Natasha Deasia Sampson. Shenardica Marquisha Sanders. Corey Raquel Sanders. Brianna Dominique Siebels. Leonard Simmons III. Khalil Maurice Simpson. Aaliyah Christina Sims. Wanell Smart. Wanae Smart. Joy Madison Spencer. Makira Smith. Isaiah Shamar Stevenson. Christopher Suber Jr. Ashanti Anissa Thomas. Montavious Antoine Thompson. Nathaniel James Thompson. Telly Rondé Trapp Jr. Chelsea Camille Truesdale. Taylor Bass Truesdale. Joshanti Quinchana Rover Tyler. Jamala Mahogany Walker. Shanika Latrice Chantel Watkins. Tyree Jaquan Watson. Kendrick Ledarius Weldon. Alexis Niaja Williams. Kayla Marie Wyndham. Dion Woodard. Joshua Rontavious Woodard. Jacob Samuel Yeager. Mydeja Nicole Young. Nicholas Antonio Young Jr. Chartoti Therese Young.
Would the class of 2020 please stand? It is with great pleasure and distinct honor that I present to you the 2020 graduating class of Fairfield Central High School. Please turn your tassels. At this time, I would like for you all to please stand to join us in the singing of Fairfield Central High School's alma mater, led by now alumnae, Ms. Tiana Foster, arranged by Mr. Sir Davis, Director of Bands at Fairfield Central High School. The words are on the insert of your program. Please remain standing for the recessional of the class of 2020. As we exit and maintain social distancing, please enjoy, after a round of current circumstance, the senior class video playing on the drum.
I am not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. Another round of bullets hits my skin. We'll fire away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in. We are bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. Yeah, that's what we've become. I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious.
Graduates, we look forward to celebrating you. I know it has been a tough year, but you have overcame and are going to do some outstanding things.
Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. And I know that I deserve your love. There's nothing I'm not worthy of. Oh, this is me. I saw the sun begin to dim and felt that winter wind blow cold. A man learns who is there for him when the glitter fades and the walls won't hold. 'Cause from then rubble one remains, can only be what's true. If all was lost, it's more I gained, 'cause it led me back to you. From now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. From now on, what's waiting till tomorrow starts tonight. Tonight, let this promise in me start like an anthem in my heart. From now on, from now on. champagne with kings and queens. The politicians praise my name, but those were someone else's dreams. The pitfalls of the man I became. For years and years I chased their shoes. Crazy speed of always needing more. When I stop and I see you here, I remember who all this was for. From now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. From now on, what's waiting till tomorrow starts tonight. It starts tonight. Let this promise in me start.